Okay, so boom. I wanted to make me some oyster mushrooms because I was craving a little something fried. I did 3 workouts in this one day, so I deserve me a little something fried. So boom, you want to get into washing them first. I put a little sea salt in here to rinse them off with, but I skipped that step in the video, so yeah, but wash them real good because, to be honest, these weren't organic. Then you want to add in some kelp. I use kelp because that's my salt substitute. If it ain't sea salt, then I'll just use kelp. So yeah. Then you want to go in there with your lemon pepper. Well, you don't have to add lemon pepper, but I just wanted a little lemon pepper kick, so I added that. But not too much because I ain't want it to taste like lemon pepper wings. But yeah, you get it. Garlic powder is a must. Every black household, you got to add the garlic powder into your food. That's point blank and period. Along with the onion powder, you have to do it. The ancestors just tell me to season to my liking. And so don't ask me for measurements because that's not what I'm here for. Italian seasoning. You definitely want to go in there and add your little Italian. I'm telling you, when you bite into it and you get that little piece of Italian taste, is what you want. So yeah, go ahead and add your Italian flavors up in there. And of course some black pepper. You need black pepper. You just need it. You need the little kick, the little boom boom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. After you do that, you want to make sure you're shaking it, mix all them seasonings in there well. Like I said, season to your liking. The cool thing about seasoning vegetables is they raw, so you can taste it if you want to. So then you want to heat your oil up in your pan. You want to get your flour. I use oat flour. I mean, you can use whatever flour you got in your house, but I'm doing my best to be as holistic as possible. So get your oat flour, and then you're going to after you put it in 2 separate bowls, because one bowl is going to be for your liquid and then one bowl is going to be for your dry. Add all those seasonings into those powders, and then I add a little liquid smoke and a little liquid amino to my wet mixture. And then of course mix in your water. Add as much or as little as you feel as though you need, but you want this mixture to be loose. You don't want it to be too thick. So I did do a little bit of adding more powder and adding more water, just to get my consistency right. It's not supposed to be like pancake batter. It's not supposed to be thick like that, but real loose like, right? So after you mix those 2 things, of course, your grease should be already heated. And then, boom, I had to skip a little step where I dipped them into each one because my brother had called me and I had to talk to him. But, you dip it into each one and then you go ahead and fry it. First, dip into your wet batter. I want to say that first. Dip into the wet batter first and then the dry batter. So you do that and then,
boy, look at
boom. You got it like that.
Stop
looking like
playing
a piece
with me.
When I tell what? Oh my God, I was tearing that thing up. Okay, so then I was like, you know what? This need a little coating on it, a little, something to go on top. So I was like, let me see what I got in the cabinet, and then I just pulled some things together, which is what you will find in this cooking series is a lot of me just like putting what I got together. So I had some honey, I had some liquid amino, and then I had some liquid smoke. And then I mixed all of those together and gave it a good, I could have added, to be honest, I could have added a little bit more liquid smoke, but I'd be too scared to add like too much liquid smoke because I don't want it to be like, tasting like it's just, like a different flavor. I wanted to taste the flavors that I had seasoned it with. So I ain't do too much liquid smoke. But then I was like, you know what? It's not loose enough. So I did add a little bit more liquid amino. Like I said, the ancestors just tell me what to add. Don't ask me for measurements. Then I was like, you know what? This needed a little something else. So I went ahead and added my boar's head deli dressing. That's one of my favorite things to add to whatever. So that gave it this real loose kind of cute little consistency there. And of course you got to taste your stuff to make sure it's right. So I tasted it. I was like, okay, that's coming along real good. It was like, it gave like this little sweet, tangy, smoky kind of taste. And then I was like, you know what? Let me add a little bit more in there. That's how you know. When you tasting it, that's how you know what you need. So make sure you tasting your food as you go. That's just me personally. And then I was like, you know what? I need something else. So I added a little maple syrup in there. That's the whole point of tasting your stuff so you can know what you need. Whisk that up in there real good like that, like so. Then after you take all of your stuff off the grease, make sure, I forget this step. Make sure you flip on both sides. But yeah, and I wanted mine a little crunchy, so you know, leave it in the grease however long you want. Then I took it out and I added that little glaze. I call it a little smoked honey glaze. Oh my God. When I tell y'all this here, I ate these things in like 10 minutes. I had to go to swim class, and they say you're not supposed to eat before you go swimming. This was supposed to be after my swim class. But honey, child, them things was ate down before the class even started. And I got up in that class, and my stomach was feeling like... No, but for real, why they say don't eat before you go to swimming? Somebody tell me, because it wasn't that bad. I tore these things up, though. They was busting. Y'all go ahead and make y'all some, and let me know how yours turn out. Send me a picture or whatever. Shoot me a picture on IG at Toyam Nelson or Inside Out Health. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.